Alright, welcome back to another video, and today I am doing my top 10 least favorite godlies. This is not going to include chromas. Now, I know it has been a month since I have posted on this channel. I have been working on other things, like my own games. I have 2 games. I'll have videos on them. Pretty dope. One of them you are able to play right now, one of them is private, but it's gonna be pretty good. But we're just going to get started at number 10. Alright, so my number 10 least favorite godly, I have the spider. Reason I really don't like the spider is I'm not a big fan of like the black knives, or like I just don't feel it. It's kind of a small knife. When I had it, I just didn't really like it. It was just too dull for me. So I just didn't really like it. It's right now it's at 105 in value. I would rather have Pixel because it's also 105 in value over Spider. I'm just saying. But Spider isn't too bad because it was one of the first. It was the first Halloween godly, but I'm just not really a huge fan of it. Let's go on to number 9. So at number 9 we have Flames. Reason it's on here because, well, a couple reasons. This used to be an ancient. It came out around 2016. And it was an ancient. You were able to craft it by salvaging a tides and a heat and a 1 sear, and you would get the flames. It kinda, to me, looks like a flaming tides knife, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm not really, I'm murderer. But I'm just not really liking it. I just don't really like all the fire, and it's just too, It just looks like an orange tides to me. If you look at it closely, it just looks like an orange tides. But we're gonna move on to number 8. At number 8, I have Candy, and yeah, that might be a big shocker. I know a lot of people like the candy, but I don't. The way you hold candy, I just really don't like it. I really don't like holding that. I don't really like the way you hold candy one bit. I just haven't really been a big fan of it. I mean, it is just a candy cane, which is pretty cool, but I just really haven't been amused by it. I didn't really like it. It came out in 2015. Nothing really to say about it. It's just a huge, just candy cane knife, you know? I didn't really like it. But we're gonna go on to number 7. Alright, so at number 7, I have the slasher knife. And I know a lot of people like it because it goes with laser pretty well. But I really just do not like the black knives that much. I just don't really like it. And red and black together, I just don't really like it. It kind of looks like a C to me. Almost. Like, I just really have not liked it at all. And the even though the chromas are not on this list, the chroma version is probably worse, though. But I just don't really like slasher. I don't really want to go for the slasher box. It's only a 40 in value right now, so it's not really a big godly. The only way to get it is from Nicebox 4. That's really all I have to say about slasher. I just don't really like the C knife. So we're gonna move on to number 6. And number 6, I have Frost Saber. Reason I don't, well, first of all, this came out in 2017. It's Christmas update. And, wow. Dude, their godlies in that year were not that good. And this is one of them. And there'll be more on this list from that year. But, I mean, oh, God. But this one, is at number 6. I just don't like the way it's just a really skinny knife. Like if you look at like knives like the Pixel, it just and you compare it with the Frost Saber, it just does not look right, you know? It just looks like a metal knife that's just has frost over it. I just don't really like that. It's at 20 in value. It has gone up and it has dropped before. I do have it in my inventory. I have a couple of them. But let's just move on to number 5. Alright, at number 5 I have the Eternal 1. I do not like the first Eternal. The Eternal 4 and Eternal 3 are much better than the Eternal 1. I mean, the newer Eternals are just way better than this one, and you can just tell a difference. I've had this before. This came out around 2016, I want to say. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I know it was from the shop. You had to buy merch and do all that stuff. It's at 130 in value. The only way to get it is to trade for it. Yeah. It's just a really gray knife. You know, I just don't really like the dull, like, black. For the gray. Let's just go on to number 4. And at number 4, I have the Bioblade. And the Bioblade, you're still able to, well, the way to get Bioblade is, well, I'm pretty sure everybody knows. You just have to go into the shop, and it's right there. You can buy it for 1,700 Robux, and it's kind of a scan pack. That's in my opinion. I don't really like it. It's the handle is skinny, but then the blade is so big. Like, I just don't like that at all. And I know a lot of people really don't like the Bioblade that much. Apparently, this is Nicholas's like favorite knife, maybe because he made it or something. I don't know why it is. But I really did not really like it when it first came out. I just didn't really get interested in having it. I didn't really want it like all the other item packs, you know. But at number 3, we also have another one of Nicholas's favorite knives, and this is Ice Shard, and this is another 2017 Godly. This is kind of like the Bioblade almost. It's like pretty like big for like the blade, but then the handle is kind of like more skinnier. And it's completely like blue, and I just don't really like it. I really don't. It's at 15 in value. Came from 2017's event. It was in the item pack. It was like, I don't remember what it's called, but it came with Ice Phoenix. And it was that item pack could be better. I'm just saying. The knife, the Ice Shard, don't really like. That's all I have to say for Ice Shard. Let's go on to number 2. At number 2, I have Eternal 2. So this Eternal came out in 2018, I believe. I had to buy merch in order to get it. And it looks like a complete downgrade from Eternal 1. Like, this is my least favorite Eternal, and I do not like it. The Eternal Kane, the Eternal 3, and Eternal 4 are completely way better than this one. And Eternal 1 is better than this one. I do not like this Eternal 1 bit. It's at 200 in value right now. It is trade only, of course. It's just kind of gray too, like the Eternal 1. Like when I first looked at the Eternal 2, I thought it was the Eternal 1. No joke. Like they kind of look the same if you look at it closely. That's just to me. My number one least favorite godly in Murder Mystery 2, it's Hansel.
I hate this knife so bad. It's just dull, another one of those gray knives, and I just hate it. Like, this knife, I hate so much. I wish it had never been in this game before. Like, at one point, this knife used to be the best knife in the game. And now it got so duped, it's so bad. Like, I hope you all hate this knife with me, too. Like, I just can't stand it. Its value has changed so much because
everybody duped it, and it is now at 130 in value. It went from tier 3 to tier 2. It's duped so much. It's so bad. I just hate it. I had it at one point, and I did not like it. I wanted to get rid of it so bad. The second I had it on my holding it and using it, I just hated it. I never found this knife good. But that is it. If you agree with any of my choices, tell me in the comments down below. I'm sure a lot of you guys hate the Bioblade, and hopefully Handsaw. Hopefully you guys hate it. Next video should be my top 10 favorite godly knives. Another video I have coming out should be about new Murder Mystery 2 update, and then I'm gonna do videos on the new update because yes, there is an update coming out if you don't know that yet. Pretty cool. But leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and I'm gonna see you all in the next vid. So see ya.